Hi, I'm Bob Price. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 different methods that you can use to create your own tarot deck. I'll start off with the real easy peasy ones, and then we will go into the more complicated ones. Okay, for this first example, I'm going to show you, this is your friend here, the glue stick. And you can use this for a lot of things. You can use it to make stickers and things like that, but in this case we're going to create our own tarot card. So I think the card we want to try is a real simple one. I'm going to create the Sun, which is a major arcana tarot. You'll have to look that up. I'm not going to get into the details of that here. So here I'm going to go in and put the name of the card. And then we'll draw a pretty sun underneath here. For entertainment purposes only. Let's put a face on our sun. So we're gonna put a nice face in here. Okay. And then we'll put a little decoration in here in the bottom. Okay, so we've got this. So we've got the basics of a card here. So I'm gonna stop this and I'm going to cut the card so that we can do what we're going to do is we're going to adhere it to here, see, to this back. You can get these black tarot card stock cards that are that are card stock. And you can do paintings like this. You could do watercolors and markers and all kinds of stuff. You could work on something besides this cheap paper that I'm using here. You could put it on canvas. But what you would need to do is make sure every card you do the same. So if you're going to use canvas or mylar or vellum or bond medias, if you're going to use watercolor media, whatever you pick, or just plain paper. You could use plain copy paper. Anything you want, you can use that as a canvas to work on your tarot card. So, okay, I'm going to cut this out, and we're going to put it on here, and that'll be our example tarot card. I'm cutting it to fit. See how I check the distance of the width, and then I'm just going to go in here and this is kind of like it's almost like scrapbooking, this method. Okay, so we got that in there. Now let's do a little fancy stuff in it. We're gonna this over here, and I've got markers. We'll use this marker here. We'll put a real black bottom on it here. So we're going to go over here and put that in. Wow. Okay, here we go. Give it kind of a nice base there. Okay. Put that marker back. This is one I use for making cards for people. You can see kind of a bonus here, but you can see how I'm preparing this card. I buy thank you cards, and then I print off my own cards. You could, like this one here, for example, if that was a card I was going to use at work, I would print that off and I would use a glue stick just like I'm going to show you. But the borders, sometimes you don't want that white border, so I bought that marker. It's what's the name of it? Big Thumb marker. Now I tried a couple of other ones and they weren't thick enough black to be able to work. So this one is what you need if you want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I do with my cards that I create. And we're going to glue this on now, this card we came up with. See how it fits nicely in here? Let's do something else that will really spiff this up. I'm going to go in and I've got this radius cutter, and we're going to cut the corners. See how we're going to make it so it has a nice corner. Now you have to imagine this is just my quick example drawing here, but you could make this a lot nicer. Get this to go in there, right? Oh, it's not one. Well, okay, I'm gonna just go with it because it's slowing my video here. Okay, get caught up in the details. Okay, oh, okay. That's giving me a little grief here because this paper is real thin. It's not liking it. Okay, be that way. I have another corner cutter that I use when the other one's giving me a lot of problems. Let's see, we'll do this. Okay, good. See, this is my backup. I have to put a piece of tape on the bottom or the paper will go all over the place. Okay, so when I'm going to glue anything with a glue stick, I may be talking to the choir here, but I have to assume a lot of people are afraid to even do any of this stuff. So I'm talking to the person like that. So I just go up and I want to do the edges first with the glue stick. And I always do the edges first. And then I just go in the inside like this, just like you're mowing the lawn. You just go up and up until every piece of that metal is covered. So now it's adhesive like a sticker. And I didn't have to spend $8 to buy a sticker. So now let's put this out of the way so you can see nicely what we're doing. Now what you want to do is, I usually do it sideways so I can line it up on the sides by pulling it. So I pull it up here on the top, and then I pull it down like this. So there we go, it's our first tarot card. Now what I use is, I use a roller like this. And that makes it, if you're using this method, it gets it nice and flat. So it's showing backwards to me, but I'll make sure when you see it, it will show right. Okay, so that's the first method. That's the first way I ever made any of my tarot cards, exactly how I did it. The second way I'm not going to show here, but what I did is I designed all my tarot cards and made it so that I put the back on so that it would line up when you printed it. So I took it over to the copy shop and I had them print all of the fronts, and then I told them to turn it upside down and print all of the back. So that printed the whole card that way. So that's the second method. And the third method's in my other video, so you can see the details of that there. But let's see, where was that? Oh, we have that card I was going to use. No, let's see. Well, we'll use the back of this sun card here. So there's this is something that came intuitively to me when I was making my cards, because I was thinking, okay, get out the glue stick and start getting these working. And it came to me that, wait a minute, it seems like there should be some kind of adhesive paper that you could print on, and then you wouldn't have to do the glue stick, and it would make it a lot easier. So sure enough, I found this special paper that has a glossy surface, and so when I paint my cards, they come out looking like wow. So that's the third method. That's the more fancy method. We're going to put this felt here on the back of so we'll pretend that this is some of that fancy media. I used to call it media because I worked at Kodak and we didn't call it paper, we called it media. So here, I'm just gonna adhere that, but let's pretend it's a whole card. So that's the next method that you would use to do that. I keep my materials that I use to read my tarot cards inside this box here. I love this box. See how it has kind of a Paris look to it? I haven't been to Paris, but I've been there virtually, and virtually I mean by looking at it on YouTube. Here is the cards that I made by gluing are right here. I think that was them. No, maybe these are the ones I did with the printing. I had it printed. So I created this box. And so let's see. This is an extra box I didn't use. We'll come back to this in a second. When I was first learning to read tarot, I found this website by Annie Lionette, and she is just really a great person. She created all of these lessons and gave examples on how to read the cards, different spreads, and has interpretations of all the cards reversed and straight up. And she did it all for free. It's free on the internet. And I consider her one of my mentors, Annie Lionette, or yeah, she's one of my great mentors. I've never met her, but I am so thankful to her for, she taught me. It's just really clear, easy to understand language. And so this is a book that's based on her webpage, but it's got lots of beautiful pictures, and I think she uses the Rider-Waite deck, but it goes through and explains all this stuff. I'd highly recommend this book if you don't have this. This is a really great book. I got this back when there was Borders around, and I just have been using it ever since. So every time I read the tarot, I go in. See, it starts with tarot basics in here, and everything's in tabs. It's real easy to use. Highly recommended. We'll put this back in its case here. And when I was printing the cards, I was going to have to make a bigger box, because when you print the cards, it makes them a lot thicker, so they wouldn't fit in the other box that I used before. Let's put this aside now. And I'm going to show you, this is the tarot deck, my last version that I made. And this, I made the whole thing here. Let's see if I can get the cards to come out. Can you come out? I want to use you as an example here. Okay. So you can see that I have the moon on the back of all the cards, and they're all here. So this was my last version. I updated this one here. You'll see that. Oh, you can see it. Spider. That's one of my new cards. I made this is also one of my new cards called the Ghost. That means that you have paranormal activity around you. So anyway, I'll go into my cards in another video, but I wanted to show you kind of how I built them. And so this was my first deck, and this is the one that I was using up till last year when I created my new one. I'll always love these cards, you know, they're a part of me. And we're gonna put this away now. And we're going to look at, this is my latest tarot card deck. And And this isn't the one that's in the other video, but this is a black box that I got. Well, it wasn't black, it was a wood box that I spray painted black. And if you look inside here, oh, it looks like I don't know what happened to my ribbon that was in there. There's a ribbon, I'll have to look for that real quick, but see how I put felt in here? I put spacing material in here and I put felt. You can order the adhesive felt online and you can make your own custom things like this. So I wanted this one, so I showed you the other one, and it was okay, it was good, you know, but especially for being my own personal tarot deck, but I wanted this one to be even nicer, so that was what the goal was behind this. Okay, now I brought the cards out. So you can see, I don't know what happened, it's like they got a mind of their own, but they're supposed to, this ribbon is supposed to be at the bottom, and you're supposed to be able to easily get them out. For some reason they decided, no, we're gonna make it challenging for you. So they did that. So we just did this card here. We'll take a look at this one. So this is the one we made for the demo, but you can see, so this is that adhesive material, the glossy paper that I printed on, and I wasn't able to use the moon on this because they weren't consistent, so you could see, oh, that one's got a little bit of a weird artifact where it didn't print a certain way. And so I didn't want it so that the person that was using this, if it wasn't me, or me either, I didn't want that to be a hindrance and be able to tell what the card is. Oh, that's the Queen of Pentacles. I know what that card is. I didn't want that. So let's just look at a couple of these. So this is the Towers. That's signifying a major event happening in your life, like losing a job or a divorce, something like that. Wheel of Fortune. These are major arcana cards. The World. And this is the High Priestess. We'll go into these more and more detail. We'll do one more, and then we're gonna put these away. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. This is what, the Queen of Wands. So, but you can see they're thick enough that that you can work with them like a normal tarot deck. That's the way it should be. So that was kind of the goal with this one. So you want, the edges are nice and everything. So let's put this back away. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So we're gonna take this ribbon and see if we can get it to behave here. So I'm gonna put this in kind of sideways. You know, I always like to have something on top that's a positive card, I don't like putting negative cards on top of my deck. I definitely wouldn't want to put the Devil, or I thought I had the Angel on there. Okay, let me look and see. This is one of my new cards. It's the Angel, and this means that your guides are working with you, or they have a message for you. And you need to be paying attention. Maybe you're missing a message, or this card could also mean that they are with you in your time of need, or your time where you're trying. Well, you know, that's what the tarot does, is helps us to be able to wade through our situation. So I've got this one, I've got the Sun underneath it. So we're going to put those on top of the deck, because I don't like having something. I never put my tarot deck away with something like the Devil or towers, or let's see, what's another card that I wouldn't want to have in there? Any of the death. I wouldn't want to have any of those cards on the top of, you know, it being the top card. I want the energy of my deck to be positive. So here we go. So see, this is how it's supposed to work. See, when you pull that, see how it brings them so you can get them out. But it's really weird, because I could have swore that when I put my tarot deck away, I put this card on top. So that's weird. It would just chalk it up, I guess. All right, so I'm going to put this. So one thing I like about this, I got this box on Amazon. I think it was like $10, but I repurposed it, and now it is for the tarot cards and this ribbon. I don't care about it sticking out. I'd rather it do that than hide like it was. So long after I'm gone, I want it so that if someone gets my deck, I want them to have this. And what this is it explains all of the extra cards that I did. Here, let me see if we can get this to, I don't know if you want to, I don't know if you can, if you want to do a screen capture, maybe it'd be easier if I just came up and we did it side by side like that. So that, okay, we'll do it. So if you want to do a screen capture, I hope you can, I hope it reads okay. But that's the reverse. This is the reverse meaning, and this is the straight up meaning, face up. And I'm going to be showing how I created this in another video, but this is the Celtic cross spread, and this is something that tells you what each of the cards mean in that Celtic cross spread. Okay, let's go ahead and put this back in. Now, see this black envelope this is in? That actually was like one of these like thank you card envelopes that were white like this. Where is it? It was like this, but I spray painted it black. You can't, it's really hard to find black envelopes, and if you do find them on Amazon, they're expensive. So a little bit of Home Depot spray paint and you're ready to go. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a good day.